This guided rain meditation was recorded as part of SaunaFest 2024 at Blue Lake, Rotorua, New Zealand. My name's Kenrick, I'm a mental health coach. You can find more at Instagram at yarnswithrick. Rain method was developed originally by Tara Brach. See more at tarabrach.com. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Lean in, breathe and enjoy. So RAIN stands for recognize, allow, investigate, nurture. It's a way to check in with felt sense of emotion, to work through difficult emotions, or even you don't even know what's going on. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a body scan to calm the mind and the body, and we're going to check in with felt sense of emotion. We store in our bodies any emotion that we could not or chose not to deal with in the past. So instead of, okay, I'm feeling, I'm thinking about work and it's because of this. Okay, how am I experiencing this in my body? Okay, so I've got a tight feeling in my chest and little flutters in my stomach and, my hands are tingling. So what I recommend is you choose something that's maybe a 5 or 10 on the I don't want to deal with this scale. Could be a recent conflict that you've had. If you're struggling to think of anything, do a little scan of the last couple of weeks and think about a conversation or an interaction that you didn't enjoy very much. So the process is recognize, allow, investigate, nurture. Once we calm the mind and the body, we're actually going to go back to the nurture stage first. It's important with any somatic work or any therapy that you have a really good anchor. So get comfy, lie down. It's cold today. Snuggle into your sleeping bag. We're going to do a body scan now. So we're going to start moving through our body and checking in. So we're going to start with the tops of our feet facing up to the sky. We're going to give them a little wiggle and check in, acknowledge them, take a breath there. And we're going to move up to our shins, front of our legs, and breathe in. Move them about, wiggle. Up to our knees, breathe in there. And out. Up the front of our thighs, breathing in. Up to your groin and your hips, breathing in there. Little wiggle, checking in. You may start feeling some tension or pain, that's totally fine. Acknowledge it and move on. Move into your stomach, your puku, into your solar plexus, breathe in there. Find any surface tension and feel free to let it go. We're into the chest now, breathing in. We're going to go down your left arm, breathing in. And down the right, breathing in. Up the neck into the front of the face. All the way to the top of the head. Top of the head, we're going to go down the back, breathing in. Down the back to the base of your neck, wiggle, little stretch, breathing in. We're going to go down the back of your spine and out through your ribs, breathing in. You're going to go into where your belt is, your hips, breathing in. Down the back of your thighs. Into your calves, breathing in. And into the soles of your feet, breathing in. Now we're going to take 7 big breaths. We're going to imagine breathing in through your toes, always makes me laugh, and breathing all the way up to the top of our head and out. So breath 1, let's go. Breathing all the way in. And we're actively scanning for anything in the body that might be trying to get our attention. Number 2, all the way in. Number 3, all the way in. Number 4, all the way in. If something comes up, you can place your hands there, you can give it a little mental nod, just acknowledge it. I see you, thanks. Number 5, all the way in. Number 6, all the way in. All the way up and out. And last one, all the way in. And a little hold at the top. And let it go. So you might have had some stuff come up there. And before we start processing it, I'll just give you a couple more anchors. So you've got your breath, that delicious sip of air in. And out. Focus on how it feels, how sweet it is. You have the ground around you, so where are you coming into contact with the ground? Are you sitting? Maybe you're lying down, maybe you're in your sleeping bag, you're nice and warm, it's freezing, but you're warm. Now remember, we're picking a 5 out of 10, and we're going to start with the nurture first, alright? Self-compassion begins to naturally arise in the moments you recognize your suffering. It comes into fullness as you intentionally nurture your inner life with self-care, love, and kindness. To do this, try and sense what the wounded, frightened, or hurting place inside you most needs, and then offer it some gesture of active care that it might need. If you've gone back to your younger self with curiosity and kindness, what does this younger part of me need? What did you need in that time? Maybe imagine the older version of you coming and turning up and providing this care. For others, what does this vulnerable part of you need? Does it need a message of reassurance, of forgiveness, of companionship? Experiment to see which intentional gesture most helps comfort, soften, and open your heart. It might be a mental whisper. I'm here with you. I'm safe. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm listening. It's not your fault. Trust in your goodness. I am enough. I am loved. Many people find placing a hand on the heart or the cheek, maybe on your shoulder, maybe giving yourself a hug. You could imagine a nature scene, a mountain with a waterfall coming down, and you're sitting and you're watching, you're safe, you're warm, you're happy. Maybe it's the sun at the beach shining down, warming you, healing you. I imagine my chest being opened up and that pain, that hurt inside is being washed away by that sunlight, being warmed and being bathed in that warm, radiant light. Maybe it's someone else, a spiritual figure, a family member, a friend, or a pet. Imagine this being's love and wisdom flowing into you. So we'll use that if at any time you find things are getting too much, then totally go back to that nurture and give yourself what you need. So we'll start in now, so just checking in, back in with the body, breathing in, doing a little scan and out. And breathing in, checking in with our body as we move to recognize what area feels tight, maybe tension or pain, what feels dark, maybe you don't want to go there. Maybe it's an emotion, maybe it's many emotions. Consciously acknowledging, without judgment, the thoughts, feelings, behaviors that are affecting you. Checking in, recognizing them. Okay, I feel tightness in my chest, or I feel flushed in the face. You can place your hand there. You can acknowledge with a simple mental whisper, or out loud if you need, noting what you're most aware of. I see you. Placing a hand there. Maybe a situation has come to mind, a person, a conflict, or a recent hurt. Maybe ask yourself with curiosity, what 5 emotions am I feeling here? The first ones may be easy, and the last couple, that's where the goodness comes. Maybe I'm feeling anger. But what else is under that anger? Oh, it's hurt. Maybe it's shame. Or I'm thinking about someone else. I'm thinking about someone's face. As we move to the allow stage, letting those thoughts, emotions, feelings and sensations simply be there, without trying to fix or avoid them. Now, if you've never actually sat with your emotions, this can be very intense. Breathe. If you've named 5 emotions, think about the one that's the strongest and breathe into it. Not trying to run away, but actually leaning into it. Okay, I'm feeling scared. Breathe in. What else is it? What else am I feeling? Without judging yourself for feeling this way, just breathe. Breathing into those feelings, knowing you're safe, wanting to explore it more with curiosity. You might recognize a feeling and allow it by mentally whispering, "It's okay," or "This belongs," "You are safe," "I am safe," or "Yes." Allowing creates a pause that makes it possible to deepen our attention. As we move to investigate, we call on natural curiosity, your desire to know truth, and direct a more focused attention on your present experience. How am I experiencing this in my body? What most wants my attention? What am I believing about myself when I feel this way? Or what am I believing about somebody else? What does this vulnerable place want from me? What does it most need? Focus on how this feels in your body. How are you experiencing this in your body instead of what is the story behind it? Place a hand where you're feeling pressure or tension or hurt. And maybe think, when have I felt this before? Maybe a situation when you're younger will come to mind, or someone's face. When was the earliest I can remember feeling the same way, that same tightness in my chest? Okay, when else have I felt that? Oh, was at school or at home? What situation were you in? As we move to nurture, remember self-compassion naturally begins to arise in moments that you recognize you are suffering. It comes into fullness as you intentionally nurture your inner life with self-care, love, and kindness. Try to sense what the wounded, frightened, or hurting place inside you most needs, and offer it some gesture of active care to address this. If you've gone back to a younger version of yourself, imagine yourself now with all of your wisdom and experience and tools and skills showing up. What would you give to your younger self? Maybe a hug, a word of reassurance. You're safe. I am here with you. What does that younger part of you need? For others, what does this vulnerable part of you most need? Maybe a message of reassurance, of forgiveness, of compassion, of love. Experiment and see which intentional gesture of kindness most helps comfort, soften, open your heart. It might be a mental whisper. I'm here with you. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm listening. It's not your fault. Trust in your goodness. I am enough. I am loved. I am enough. I am loved. Maybe place a hand on your heart or your cheek like a loved one would, or maybe give yourself a hug. It feels weird, but it's okay. This is what you need. Maybe imagine a nature scene, a forest, leaves rustling, birds chirping. You're going for a walk, you're safe, you're calm. Maybe you're at the beach, sunbathing, it's nice and warm, you're being bathed in that radiant light. Maybe that light is filtering through your skin and filling you with love and kindness. Maybe it's the love of someone else, a spiritual figure, a family member, a friend or a pet, maybe a favorite place. Imagine that being's love and wisdom flowing into you. As we finish up, we're going to breathe in that love all the way in and let go of whatever you want to let go. Breathing in and letting go. Breathe in kindness. Let go. Breathe in warmth and love. And let go. Just gentle breathing here. As we finish the rain, I want you to check in with how you're feeling now. Check in with the quality of presence which you've provided yourself. Rest in that wakeful, tender space of awareness. Knowing that you've shown up for yourself in a powerful, loving way. Maybe this is the first time that you have shown up for you, and that is incredible. Take a few minutes here just to enjoy this presence with yourself. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. If you need more support or advice, please send me a message on Instagram @yarnswithrick. Or if you would like to experience the RAIN method in a one-on-one session, I offer a 1-hour coaching session where I take you through the RAIN method with prompts and guidance, and we can dig into further what has come up for you and the little pieces that make up who you are. Hope you enjoyed today's practice. Thank you.